Welcome, students, to another screencast with Mr. Swan. What I have for you to do today is read a couple really good articles and watch a short video about the glacier down in the Antarctic and a science writer who went down there to kind of go take a look at what's going on. And my picture of the day for you, I think would have been even better picture of the day if it happened last week, but I didn't know about it, and so I just kind of found about it now. But this is a pretty good one, I think, at least from the title. It's the Swan Comet. A recently discovered comet made its closest path to Earth last Tuesday at a distance of 52 million miles, a little more than half the distance from the Earth to the Sun. The comet, known as Comet Swan, but officially named C-2020 F8 Swan, it is probably not going to be visible with the naked eye. Instead, needs cameras, telescopes, and long exposure photographs to be able to see it, like in the photos I have for you on the bottom of this kind of picture of the day. So those photos are taken by amateur astronomers that have really big telescopes they can hook cameras to, and you just didn't take just a picture, but you actually left the lens open, a long exposure photograph, so allowed more light to come through. So those faint objects will then appear to be brighter in your final picture product. So if you went outside and took a look in the sky, you would probably see nothing. What can you do? So amateur astronomer Michael, I believe this name is pronounced Matiazzo, in Australia discovered comet C-2020 F8 Swan on April 11th, 2020. Matiazzo was not looking at the sky when he made the discovery. Instead, he saw the possible and then confirmed comet while reviewing images captured by the Solar, Wind, and this word is pronounced anisotropes instrument aboard the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory called SOHO, a spacecraft overseen by NASA and the European Space Agency. So that's where they get the abbreviation SWAN from, and we used that images from the SOHO website way back in late September to go take a look at pictures of the sun and to see sunspots, to which there were practically none. This is Matiazzo's 8th comet discovery. Like comet C-2020 F8 Swan, his others were found via inspection of the SOHO images. It is the Swan's instrument 12th comet discovery, and it is the SOHO's 3,932nd comet discovery. So another way to actually go find comets. The picture that you can actually use to actually go see one of those comets was right there. It's the blue one right over here. And that is the picture of the comet right there. It's this tiny, tiny little spot, which you might not really actually notice, but if you kind of map that up with other ones, you can eventually see that spot start to move, and then that's how you got an idea what the comet is. The blue path is what this comet is actually taking, and it's actually going this way. The red path was actually another comet, Comet Atlas, which then broke apart actually when it was actually going around the sun. So that will be the end of Comet Atlas, at least for the red one. So how cool this would have been if I found out about this on May 12th, which is actually also my birthday. I had a comet super close to Earth called Comet Swan on my birthday, and I had no idea. What can you do? All right, well, that's okay. We move on. So, what this is Caitlin Sachs's articles, and she was part of the NOVA team. She got some funding from I believe the Science Research Foundation, and was able to go down to Antarctica with a crew to go take film, go take video, write stories about kind of what's going on down there. What are people kind of reviewing, what they're looking at. And I thought they were pretty good, just from a science writer who was just kind of interested in what's going on. And so in your classroom work, the link actually goes to this page. This is all the articles that she wrote on her trip. And so it talks about trying to get on the flight. What is it like? Where are they going to go? They went to New Zealand. They got their own cool coats. Part of the actual crew that were actually going. And the articles are not really too long. This is actually, that's it. That's the total one. So they're almost kind of like little snapshots, I guess. They're talking about where they're kind of going. So that's part one. These don't go in chronological order. So actually it goes part one, then part two. And talks about eventually they're kind of working into the way to I believe this is Christchurch in New Zealand, and then from there then they hop down to Antarctica. Just kind of getting ready for the actual trip, and it's a lot of hours in a plane, so you get kind of tired and things like that. Some pretty good ones, and then they kind of go back up. So it kind of starts here, then here, and then I think this one. And then you can probably just go in order, so it should be good. And some things really work out on her trip down there. Some things do not always go to the plan. And then, so And then after that, she made this little video, which is called "Why is the Antarctic Glacier Bleeding?" And so there is a glacier, at least for one spot, where it looks like kind of like blood red color. And how does that happen? You know, and why you don't usually see reddish kind of glaciers. So what I'm going to have you do for your assignment is to pick out at least 2 of these articles, to go ahead and actually give like a read through, and see what you like. It doesn't take too long. I'm gonna say about maybe like 8 minutes for an article or so. If you want to go all the way and read them all, I would highly encourage it. I think actually some of the stories are pretty funny. And then go ahead and watch the Antarctic Glacier video, and learn some cool things about that as well. So I kind of like these articles, just the way her writing style is, and actually the video as well, because it shows like how normal I think the scientists are, and like how like regular people they kind of are. That they make jokes, they laugh, they have a good time, and trying to learn something new, and just kind of get interested in something, and just kind of keeping on going with that. So I hope you'll notice that even from her writing style, and also from the video as well. Once you have all the kind of watched and actually kind of read, I have a little form for you to go fill out, which is this one, called Dispatches from the Arctic. It just tells me which article you picked and what did you like about it, and you have to do 2 of those for actual grading purposes. So then the second article you picked and what you liked about it. And then last word is 2 things you learned from the Antarctic glacier video called "Why is this Antarctic Glacier Bleeding?" And you'll find out. No spoilers. Is it blood? Is it not? Only one way to find out for sure. Besides that, that is it for today. And hope you're doing well. Go ahead and finish those up and hand those in, and then that's it. And then your next lesson will be on Monday. So I take it back. Next Monday is Memorial Day, so your next lesson will come out on Tuesday. So besides that, have a good couple days, and then have a good 3-day weekend. And I'll talk to you soon. All right. Goodbye.